Let's get ready to rumble. All right, guys. I got a product for you. Imagine you're imagine you're a hiring manager. Better yet, imagine you're a CEO. Okay, and you got not a lot of time. You got to hire a lot of people, right? You're looking at thousands of resumes. What do you do? Right? You can't process all that information in a short amount of time. Well, you got a problem. I got a solution. And that's where my resume summary generator comes in, guys. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my resume summary generator. But first, let's talk about the data. Okay, the data that I obtained was from Kaggle, and with that came some issues. So let me just kind of share what I saw on the Kaggle data set. And if you guys can see my spreadsheet, this is basically the Kaggle data set. So it just breaks it off into different categories. And I try to keep it more tech focused, data science, Python developer, DevOps, and all that. You can look at column B, just how, there's a lot of, it's not structured very well, and it's a lot of characters. So I had initially had struggle uploading this information and then getting the resume summary generator going, because it was taking up a lot of memory. So one of the feedbacks I got from Chris was just kind of summarizing it. So what I did is write a little function where it just gave like a 3-sentence summary of the said data scientist, DevOps, so on and so forth. With that, I'm going to just stop sharing, and I'm going to show you my resume summary generator. It's still in the works, ladies and gentlemen, but I think there's a lot of progress happening. Finder download Google Chrome app. There we go. So basically what I did is just take, again, I'm using Bloom, and basically I just took somebody's resume and kind of copied it. I didn't want to extract their whole resume because I think there's a 2,000 token limit. So I just took like a couple of blurbs and see whether we can get this off or not. Now, I didn't calculate metrics for this just because I didn't have time, but I think this is one of the future works that I'll kind of point on. And as you can see here, basically from that data set, right, it was just a list of, skill sets or things that the person has done. I had to summarize it, but sometimes my function had a tendency to repeat itself. I created a third column where it's the summary of the said resume, and I think it had a tendency. And if you could look at my data set, I'm starting to see, like, right now in this first row, it's not first page, it's not terribly bad, but here, key responsibilities, design, develop data models for reporting, technical environment. I think I just saw it right here. Yeah, key responsibilities. So that was a cause of concern. I thought it was, maybe a simple function where, if you look in my Colab, just going through, I just kind of did a text summarization, but that text summarization had a tendency to repeat itself. So that wasn't the wisest of choices, but I had to do something to condense that material. So another part of the future work is looking at alternative data sources, maybe get ChatGPT to generate a synthetic data set, or maybe hook on to LinkedIn through an API and grab said, the roles that I want to get and see if I can get that. And I probably have more of a refined and cleaner data set than what I had from Kaggle. And yeah, as you can see, it has a tendency to repeat itself too. And that, I think that's just a result of what it's learning. I also did it again. So it spits out the resume. It just the first thing is just it spits out the resume, and then at the end, just moving my thing. All right, it talks about, okay, when it starts putting these weird characters, square root, cent, a hyphen, cent. I think this is where it starts like basically doing the summary. Created various R scripts to perform various churn prediction and churn prevention using data science like sentiment analysis, word cloud generation, TF, IDF normalization, and data flow normalization, data mining. And then it starts just kind of sputtering off on other stuff. I think it's from other things. So with that, so yeah, future work, again, generating more synthetic data sets from ChatGPT or hooking on the LinkedIn API. The other thing that I was thinking about was another part of this future work is just kind of building it out for job description, resume, and then get the generator to give plus, like basically ways to improve the resume to fit that job description, or for that set job description. And with that, I'll yield the rest of the time. I'm open to feedback, and yeah, I got a long way to go, but this is the beginning of something new. So.